Hi, my name is Tanya and I'm a sewaholic. I know this is a bit of a weird place I'm in today for this video, but I wanted to film my fabric stash for you. I uploaded my sewing room tour last week, and after filming that one, I decided I need to reorganize my stash, make it more pretty, and just reorganize it so that it inspires me more, and that is exactly what I did. And if you are a longer time watcher or viewer of my videos, you will know that I always say I don't have the biggest stash, and I think that is still very true, but I acquired a bit of a stash over the last few months, just because I basically saved myself a bit of money on traveling, because I didn't go anywhere for the past 2 months, which will probably sound a bit weird to some of you, because I know it is not a normal thing to travel that much. But yeah, I normally go on quite a lot of trips, and I saved myself a bit of money because I didn't do that. And so I spent it on my fabric stash, which is here on the, for me, it's my right side. I actually don't know how my camera is filming that. And I thought about doing a big fabric haul, but then I wasn't sure which fabrics I would include, because some of them I acquired some time ago, some of them are quite recent purchases. And as my stash is not the biggest, I just decided I will go through my whole stash and basically share with you what I have. And my stash is in one corner of the sewing and home office room. So watch my sewing room tour if you're interested. And that's the reason why I am sitting on the floor on a cushion. And I decided it would be much easier to just get out the fabrics and basically show you them in just the order that they are folded up on here. So without further rambling, I will get into the fabrics. And the first one I want to share with you is this amazing wool blend fabric, but it has quite a high wool fiber content. And I got this one 2 Christmases ago from my parents as a present, and it is from Fabric Godmother, and it was one of their, I think it was an ex-designer deadstock fabric or something like that. And I already made a fiber mood coat out of this one. I don't remember the name, to be honest, but yeah, this is already made into a full-length maxi coat, which I adore. And then I just got, I think it is enough, honestly, to make, I don't want to open all the fabrics up, to be honest, but I think there is enough to make a small crop jacket or a matching skirt for the coat, for example. And it is just too pretty a remnant to give it away, or to I just can't part with it. First of all, because it was a Christmas present, and second of all, because I just think it is such a special fabric. It is like a double layer fabric. It is completely black on the left side, and then it is woven together in a very special technique, and it has this interesting pattern. And I just, yeah, I love it. And it is a high wool content, as I said, so it smells amazing. I don't know if I'm weird, but I love the smell of wool. So that one will be in my stash for a bit more time, I guess, until I just decide what I want to do with it, basically. but it is quite bulky, so it sits on the left side here. And then underneath, if you watch my Friday Sews videos, you will have seen this velvet furnishing fabric, and I got this one from a charity shop here in Austria, and I have 2.5 meters or 2 meters 40, I think, of this furnishing. It's quite a heavyweight fabric, and it is a English countryside scene with horses and riding scenes on it. And I think it is super pretty. It is a mulberry home fabric, so it was super expensive originally, and I paid €9 for 2.5 meters, which is great. But I am not 100% sure what I am going to do with this one, just because it is very, very heavy. And I am not sure if I could make it into a garment, for example, a skirt, like a short skirt with pleats that sticks out a bit. I'm not sure if that would work. You see, it is even hard for me to fold it neatly together. So yeah, it's, I guess, not the easiest fabric to work with, and maybe I will just go for its original purpose and make cushion covers out of it, or another closet core poof for the living room to switch between my leopard one and this one, for example. Or yeah, I guess this one is also fabric that will be in my stash for quite a bit, because I'm not quite sure what to do with it. And that doesn't happen too often, to be honest. But yeah, that was the far left pile. So on to my middle section, where there are the most fabrics. My fabrics are mainly in the color order, not so much the fiber content. Oh my gosh, my cat just went over the cable of my ring light, and I saw the ring light going down, but everything's good. Yeah, it's more color coordinated than the uh, the distinction between woven and knits. Though there are more wovens here in the middle, and here are more knits. But yeah, this is quite a big pile, and these fabrics here are some that I acquired quite recently from Beyond the Pink Door. And this one is a Lady McElroy cotton lawn, and it is a super interesting scene with little bridges and this river and these bushes, but the colors are quite interesting. And I have, I think, 2.5 meters of this one, and I'm not quite sure what to do with it. Maybe it will become a dress, maybe it will become a blouse, for example, the Marni blouse, or another indigo dress, but I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, I'm debating plans with this one, but eventually I guess it will become a beautiful garment, and I think this is also very suitable for the spring, so, but also for autumn, I guess, but it may be safe to spring. Then the next two fabrics are Liberty Tana lawns, and I also got them from Beyond the Pink Door, and they were a bit of a treat to myself. And they are, or mostly this one is a quite out there and crazy fabric for me. I mean, I like bold prints and bold fabrics, but this is, even for me, very bold. And it is called their A Liberty Odyssey print. And you will see if I can open it up here. It is quite colorful with these statue faces on the fabric, and then these color splashes. Even it looks a bit like someone has painted and then just threw the paintbrush onto the fabric, which is quite cool. And I thought about making a skirt out of this one, a midi skirt with pleats, and then wear it with like jumpers and knitted cardigans or knitted sweaters on top. Yeah, that could be a cool fabric for that. But if I don't feel like it will suit my autumn style this year, I will definitely save it up for spring, summer next year, because I think this one could also be a good fabric for the warmer times of the year. And the second Liberty Tanalon that I have, I think I got 2.5 meters or 2 meters, 2 meters, I think, of the Odyssey print. And then I got this tulip print that I fell in love with over and over again when I saw it on Instagram, also from Beyond the Pink Door. I only got 1 meter of this fabric because I know I want to make a Anna Ellen Anthea blouse out of this fabric. And I think it will look stunning for the spring with all the tulips. And my best friend and I were thinking about going to the Netherlands in the spring sometime to see the tulip fields. That, yeah, I think we would really enjoy it. And I could really see myself wearing this blouse for a trip like that. And I just think the colors are so vibrant and it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. And I know that I love the Anna Ellen Anthea blouse, so this will be hopefully quite a safe make for the next spring. The next fabric I have on here is, I guess it is a viscose fabric. I got this one from my aunt's stash. She is very much into quilting and furnishing, kind of sewing, and she did a beautiful cover for her sewing machine, for example. And I think she got this one from a furnishing store, and I think there are about 2 meters here. And I got this, I think, 2 years ago from her, and still didn't do anything with it. I love the color. I love the colors in general. They are super autumnal and super pretty, but I am not a small scale kind of girl in terms of prints. So I think that is the reason why I still have this in my stash. I think it is gorgeous, but the perfect project just didn't come along so far, but I hope that will change soon. I thought about also making a skirt, like a gathered skirt with tiers or something like that. But yeah, the perfect idea didn't come to my mind until now, so I will keep it in my stash, I guess, for a bit more. But I think it is super cool. And yeah, as I said, my aunt gave this one to me, so I don't want to give it away, also because I know it will one day become something special. Then the next fabric is now a cotton jersey, so a knit fabric, and you will also have seen this in my Friday Sews videos. It is another tulip print, and as you can see, I love tulips. Of course, I love the green. I love the quite big scale flower print. And I think this will make another beautiful Freya top by Tilly and the Buttons, probably for the spring. And spring is in general my favorite season, though I also love autumn. But I think this one will really be one that I can look forward to making up when it gets a bit warmer again, but still when we're still in the transitional season, basically, and then I will have lots of tulip garments next year, definitely. And this one is from Beyond the Pink Door as well, and I have 1 meter of that one. Then the next one is a fabric that I got from Hazel's sister, and it is a cotton fabric that I would describe as a poplin weight, probably. It is a very dark navy background, and it has these star signs and celestial type of print on it, and it is very, very cute. I have 3 meters of this one, and I am thinking about making a Lyra dress by Tilly and the Buttons, but I am not quite sure which variation I want to go for, if I want to have the midi skirt, the long sleeves, or if I do my little hack where I insert a elastic around the waistband or inside the waist, or if I want to make it a short skirt and long sleeves. So that is to be decided, I would say. And it would maybe also make a nice indigo dress, but I am still not 100% friends with the indigo. Oh, I just realized I have lots of little fluff on my t-shirt. I'm still not 100% friends with the indigo dress, even though I used one of my Lady McElroy cotton lawns recently for one, and I think it is super pretty, but it just doesn't feel 100% me. So I have to get used to that pattern maybe, or maybe it's just not 100% for me, which is okay, of course, as well. The next fabric is a knit again, and this one is, I guess it is a modal jersey. I got it from one of my local stores, and it is this brownish khaki green stripe with black. And I only have 70 centimeters of this one because I want to make another Naya t-shirt by Tammy Handmade out of this one. And you really don't need a lot for that pattern, and I'm not sure if 70 centimeters will be enough, but I guess I'll find out. And if it's not enough, I just have to do something else with it, like little shorts or something. But I think it's quite cool. I'm normally not into stripes, but this one appealed to me, and I thought, why not make it into a Naya t-shirt? And by the way, that's also what I am wearing right now. This is a Naya t-shirt that I made up yesterday. It is a viscose jersey, also from Beyond the Pink Door, because it was in the same delivery as the Liberty Tana loans. And I got 1 meter of this one, and I made it a red Naya t-shirt. And I normally don't wear red, but I'm kind of into the bright color and switching it out for my normal pinks. Let me know if you think that it suits me. I'm not quite sure. I kind of think it does, but I feel confident in it. Let's put it like that. But yeah, let me know what you think, and please be nice. I'm very afraid of comments like, you look horrible in this t-shirt, because I know that it will be quite hard for my confidence. But yeah, that much said, on to the next fabric. This is a remnant that I got from another local store to me, and it is a boucle fabric, I think this is called. I only have 1/2 meter of this one. It is super cute, like this rose pink color with the more hot pink, and then some beige woven through it. And I want to make an Agnia skirt from Vicky Sews out of this one. I know that 1/2 meter is enough. It's quite a short mini skirt, and I think it will look very cute for the cooler season. If I will get it made up this year or next year, I'm not quite sure, because I ordered another fabric for an Agnia skirt, which I am a bit more excited about, and I definitely want to make this one up this year. So maybe this one gets made up next year. Who knows? And then the next fabric is super boring, so I will go over that quite quickly. It is just a plain cotton poplin that I got from a shopping trip to Germany. I have 1 meter and I want to make a Anna Ellen Anthea blouse out of this one again. I think it would be quite nice to just have a plain white one for the summer or the spring next year. And I maybe add some trimming or something to it, but maybe I'll just keep it plain white. And yeah, I think there is always a use for a plain white cotton poplin, right? So, but this will very, very surely become a Anthea blouse. Then the next fabric I also don't have a lot of, because this was a fabric that came in a like a kind of surprise box from Bara Studio, which is a pattern and fabric business in Germany. And you could buy a package where 3 fabrics were inside. You saw the fabrics before, but you didn't know how much you would get. And I got, I think, 70 centimeters of this beautiful linen. And I'm quite sure it is pure linen. It may be mixed with a bit of viscose, but it is a gorgeous print, one of my favorite fabrics in my stash, the most beautiful colors, and just the most beautiful linen-y texture. And this fabric will probably become the saguaro trousers in shorts form by Friday Pattern Company for next summer. So, or no, I don't have enough for the Anthea blouse, so I will probably have to do some kind of shorts, or maybe like a short skirt or something, but shorts are more likely because I love wearing little shorts in summer. So that's that one. Then we come to the more lilac-y pink section of my fabric stash. Before it was quite green heavy and a bit of navy, but now we're really going into the lilacs. And this one is a also a cotton poplin weight, I would say. It is a Gütermann fabric, and it is a toile de Jouy print in a very unusual lilac or violet color, but it has the traditional English countryside scenes on it, and yeah, it is quite unusual. I think I got this as a remnant, and it was 1.5 meters for €5, so I had to get it. And I'm thinking about making the Gilbert top, which is a little shirt by Helen's Closet, and I thought about making it up for this summer, but then I was just distracted by other fabrics and projects. So this will be made up next summer, hopefully, but I think it is a super, super cool fabric. And if I decide that my preferences for next summer or my style changed a bit, then I will always be able to make these into, or this fabric into, fun cushion covers with ruffles or some kind of home decor piece, because I think this is the perfect fabric for home decor as well. And then the next fabric was also part, or the next 2 fabrics were also part of the Bara Studio surprise package that I got this fabric in. And this one is a very unusual fabric, and I did the burn test. So I think it is a cotton fabric. It has a like almost a seersucker kind of texture. It is quite bouncy and stretchy and quite, yeah, it's like a seersucker structure, I would say. It is very floaty, a bit see-through, to be honest. And okay, I will have to fold this up later because yeah, that one is quite hard to fold up, but it is very floaty, very lightweight. And I got I think 1.5 meters of this one. And I'm really not sure what to do with it. And I'm probably saving this also until next spring, summer, even if I think it would be appropriate for the autumn as well, but I'm just not sure what to do with it, which pattern to use. So I will give it a bit more time and hope that inspiration strikes, that's how it's called. And I will find something that I really want to make out of this very cool and unusual fabric. And Bara Studio, she sells dead stock fabrics, so she has a kind of sustainable approach to her fabric store, which I love. And then the next fabric is also from the surprise package that I got from her, and it is just a simple double gauze in this berry yogurt kind of color, I call it. Super cozy. I love a double gauze. There are more in my stash, and I have 1 meter of this one, so it will probably become some pajama shorts or some lounging around the house shorts, or maybe also an Anthea blouse, a very cozy, comfy one. And I think the color is quite cute, something that I wouldn't have picked for myself, but I love it and I love having it in my stash. And then the last fabric for the middle part of my stash is another double gauze, but this time it is I would call it bubblegum pink. I got this one from my local fabric store. I have 2.5 meters, and I think I sound like a broken record and I'm repeating myself, but I will probably save this one for a spring, summer next year, because I got this one in mind with the Fiber Mood, what is it called? The dress that I made so many times this year. I just can't. I just, the word just escaped me, but I will put it on the screen somewhere. Yeah, I want to make that dress out of this fabric because I have one in a green double gauze and I love it. It's super comfy, it's super stylish, and I think it would be very. If you're still with me for the last part of this video, you're the best, because I think this is going to be a very long one. But yeah, the evil eye amongst you will probably realize that this part of my stash was in a wrong order, in another order before, but I filmed this part already, and then I realized that my microphone went off, but now it's on, I think. So yeah, just going through the fabrics again, not for you, but for me. And now this one is the only denim fabric that I have in my stash, and it is a leopard print fabric. It is from my local fabric store, and I already made a denim jacket out of this one, which I love. And now I want to make a matching pair of flared jeans, which are going to be the Ren jeans by Mood Fabrics. I'm super afraid of this project. I've never sewn jeans. I made quite a lot of trousers, but never jeans. This is a bit of a stretchy denim, so I think it should be more forgiving, but yeah, I'm not quite sure. But I would really like to make them up in October, and that we will see how that goes, basically. But I'm not the biggest fan of denim fabrics, of wearing denim in general. I wear jeans. Yes, I'm wearing jeans at the moment, but I don't wear them every day, and I don't sew with denim normally because I just buy a few jeans and then I have them for years, and that's it. But a leopard pair never came across my path in a ready-to-wear store, so I'm just gonna make them myself. And I have, I think, one and a bit more than 1.5 meters, basically. Then the next fabric is one of the only fabrics, if not the only fabric, for spring summer on this side of my stash, and it is a linen viscose mix in this khaki brownish color. I got this in Germany from when I went on a shopping spree with my mom and my aunt, and I want to make a Blanca flight suit by closet core out of this one with shorts. I mean, the flight suit with just the legs cut off and made into shorts. I think this will be a staple in my wardrobe, and I already wanted to make it this summer, but it is quite an involved project. I made it a few times, I loved it, but this summer I just didn't have the brain space for doing a quite in-depth sewing project, so that's why it is still in my stash, but that's fine, and I will probably make it up next year. Then the next fabric is a rib knit that I got from a flea market more than half a year ago. I think it is a kind of a viscose jersey. It has this very fine rib, and it is a beigey brown color. I have 2.5 meters of this one, I think, no, 2 meters, and I think I paid €6. And when I filmed this part of the video before, there was an amazing idea that came to my mind what to do with this fabric, because I was just not sure. I thought about the kilo wrap dress, but then I'm not sure if this fabric is too plain for the kilo wrap dress for my personal style. And then I thought about making a Naya t-shirt out of it, and then with the rest of the fabric making matching wide-legged trousers, but like lounge trousers for the Naya t-shirt. And I thought about the Saguaro trousers by Friday Pattern Company, and it is a woven pattern, but I think it could also work for a knit or for that kind of knit. Let me know in the comments down below if you made the Saguaro trousers in a knit fabric before. But yeah, I was just very happy about this idea that came to my mind while talking to you guys, and I think that would be quite cool.